Use the most efficient method to solve 2y minus 3 squared equals 25. Notice here that the equation is in the form something squared equals a number. We know that when we have something in that form, we're set up very nicely to use the square root property. When we take the square root of the left-hand side, taking the square root of a perfect square cancels out the square, and so we're left with 2y minus 3 on the left. On the right-hand side, we have plus or minus, and when we take the square root of 25, that is just 5, because 25 is a perfect square. So we have 2y minus 3 equals plus or minus 5. Now we need to get y alone. We can add 3 to both sides. That gives us 2y equals 3 plus or minus 5. And to get y alone, we need to divide both sides by 2. So this gives us y equals 3 plus or minus 5 over 2. And at this point, we can look at the two solutions separately so that we can simplify each of them. The first solution comes from y equals 3 plus 5 over 2. And the second one comes from y equals 3 minus 5 over 2. Let's evaluate each of these. 3 plus 5 is 8, so this becomes 8 over 2, which is 4. And over here, 3 minus 5 is negative 2, so we have negative 2 over negative 2, which is negative 1. And so in this case, we end up with y equals 4, or y equals negative 1. And that is our final answer. I want to go back to the original problem really quick. If we wanted to use a different method to solve this, either factoring or the quadratic formula, we would have to go and expand this out. So we'd have to take 2y minus 3 times 2y minus 3 and FOIL everything out. And we'd need to get all the terms on the same side. And then we would need to see if it factors. And if it does, then we can factor it and set each factor equal to 0. It ends up being a much more complicated scenario. So when we have a situation where we have something squared equals a number, it is going to be much more efficient to just use the square root property right off the bat.